OHSKnights. This is the first broadcast of KTTV News for the 2016 through 17 school year. First up, we have a story on how to keep the school how we want it. Let's look at that.
Mr. S, can I use the restroom?
Yes, you may.
Have some respect. Pick it up.
The bathroom, it's always like wet. The school should like do a better job on like cleaning it up and stuff.
Really dirty. There's toilet paper everywhere. And kids should do a better job cleaning it up.
The new ninth graders here, there's been like Kool-Aid on my floor every day I go in. Every day I find about 12 pieces of gum on that side over there on my area where I mop.
According to CNN, they have estimated that 1/3 of the public school bathrooms in this country are unsafe, dirty, and unhealthy. We as students need to do a better job of cleaning the bathrooms.
That's definitely something we should look into. Next up, let's see how people view social media here at Oakland.
Hi, I'm Crystal Garung.
My name is Mike Randolph. I'm the Vice Principal of Oakleaf High School.
I do.
I do use social media.
I use mostly Facebook
Currently I use Twitter.
and Instagram.
I've had Facebook in the past. I haven't delved into too much social media outside of Twitter.
And I have Snapchat. I don't use it very often, but it's more of just to kind of monitor what my child is doing on Snapchat as well as the Instagram as well. Oh, that's a tough one.
Schools viewing students' social media, I think it's just real world.
I guess I would be for it and also against it. I say I'd be for it just kind of as for the schools to view the social media, because you know there are the teachers that are making recommendations for these kids as far as like college applications or as far as volunteering and as well as maybe employment opportunities.
I was very fortunate at the University of Maryland when I was graduating that they did a senior symposium on social media and student social media, and the most eye-opening thing that they did for us was they pulled up our Facebook accounts at that point in the middle of class, and then they kind of looked at it from an employer standpoint, and they said hireable, 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 not hireable. This is why. Look at your social media account.
As far as maybe being against it, in ways it could be invading that student's personal life, or maybe a faculty member could use it to maybe abuse the power or use it in an inappropriate way would be one of the concerns that I would have as being a mother.
I mean, it's going to happen. I like to tell students that you're responsible for whatever you put out there on social media. So just because you put it out there and you think it's private, It's never private, and it always comes to light at some point. You know, do I think schools should necessarily go snooping through students' social media? No, but I also think that students should take precautionary measures to protect themselves by having safeguards on there, by having, you know, where you have to get permission to access their social media, different things like that. And can I tell you, as an employer myself now, the first thing I do when I go to hire a teacher or a custodian or a secretary is I just do an internet search on their name, their social media pops up, and I just take a quick look at it. So I have to think about it. Do you want that person to represent your company? And if the answer is no or questionable, they're probably going to go in a different direction.
The kids settled upstairs and then start. I think the cell phones are banned because they are a huge distraction.
Because it interrupts our learning time. I mean, that's why we're at school. We're not at school to be on our phone and playing games.
The reason why we don't allow it, just, you know, free for all, go about it as you will, is because, one, we still like the social interaction that students have to have with each other.
Are they on their phones constantly? I see it a lot. Just even in general, going out to restaurants, you will see that families are not communicating anymore.
And two, in the hallways, you know, one thing I will say about using the phones that I don't necessarily like is you see a lot more students walking around the hallways just buried in their phone.
That they find a lot of the children are just glued to their phones.
And not having a conversation the way that we are. And I think we're kind of losing that element.
Okay, that's fine. I'm neutral on it, so I couldn't say it's safer or it has its pros and its cons, and you know, either way you look at it, I don't know, it's more of like a win-win, you know, win-lose situation. As a parent, I would be concerned about somebody abusing that privilege and using it inappropriately.
And I think it is safe to go ahead and look because, again, it's another form of communication, and our goal here is to make sure that all 2,400 of our students are safe at all times while they're here at Oakleaf High School, and we try to do the best that we can to keep them safe outside of Oakleaf too.
Well, social media is very important here at Oakleaf. Next up, let's look into Oakleaf's donations to the Louisiana flood victims.
Students and teachers at the Oakleaf High School have worked together to collect buckets and fill them with supplies and donate them to the Louisiana flood victims. Miss Belgrave's Algebra 1 classes have collected up the supplies from everybody at the school and sent them off in a truck to Louisiana.
Well, it was just a simple school day, and Miss Belgrave came to us like, let's help out the people in Louisiana. And like, oh, it's a good idea. So like, we all got together and we started this project of helping Louisiana with buckets.
Oh, I did, but I put it up because I thought it was going to say does that happen?
We're helping all the people in need at Louisiana, and anybody can help.
Okay, so people, the community or family or friends, they can actually come to the school and donate. They can actually come to the front office, and the front office will notify us, and the items will be donated back to our portable 51. The students are assembling the buckets. Other teachers have gotten involved with their students, and some of the students, they're doing an amazing job doing community outreach. So we have several partners from our community that have joined us. And then also, in closing, the truck will leave out this Friday. That's the plan. We're going to deliver some of the items to the YMCA where students are still in shelters. And then we have a local elementary school where we're reaching out to as well.
In just a week, over 200 buckets and supplies were collected to donate to the victims of the Louisiana flood. There's no doubt that the people in Louisiana are grateful for these unselfish students and their willingness to help out others in need. Great job, Oakleaf High School.
This is Denver from WKTN.
The weather we're expecting for this week will be a high of 90 degrees and a low of 72 degrees. So if you're going to the football game, wear short sleeves because it's going to be hot. It will be partially cloudy for Friday and Sunday, but with a chance of scattered thunderstorms on Saturday. If you're on the roadway, prepare a different route. If you're going windsurfing this weekend, this would be a week to do it, with wind speeds ranging from 9 to 11 miles per hour. Chance of rain on Friday and Sunday, but a 60% chance on Saturday. Got any plans on Saturday? Be sure to pack an umbrella.